Welcome to what is always an exciting event, and today it's twice as exciting because we are celebrating the signing of not one, but two students. So we have Danielka and Bianca both here signing to Hofstra University for cheer. And I think this might even be the first time I've done two students at the same time. Is it our first, Mr. Galano? Yeah. And because it's such a joyous celebration, we have lots of people that want to come and share in this joy, besides your family, besides your friends. I want to recognize a few other people in the room. We have to my left over here, Dr. Wool, our superintendent of schools. And obviously we have some other teachers and coaches who have come out to that, so thank you to all of them. We have our assistant principal, Mrs. Pace, that is over here. Let's see, we have our assistant superintendent of instruction, Dr. Mohal is there. Our director of guidance is back there, Kelly Malcheski. In front of all of them is somebody who helped arrange today, Robin Webb, our secretary to athletics. And am I missing anybody else in the room? And of course, who you really want to have here, and that is all your friends and your family. So thank you to all for joining us today for this very special event, as I said earlier. And I have some notes here because we have two school counselors. Each of them have different counselors. And I went and saw each of them to see if they could share with me some things about both of the girls. Because it's not just about the athletic component, it's also about the academic piece as to why they're sitting in these seats today. And both of them truly have taken advantage of the opportunities here at Harrison High School. So the reason our gym looks the way that it does right now is because we just got done with IB testing for our IB math applications in this room and analysis in the other. And believe it or not, Danielka was sitting in this row back here taking one of our IB exams just about a half an hour ago. And Bianca was in the small gym taking her IB analysis exam. So they really have taken advantage of the opportunities here at Harrison High School to really get a best fit, most rigorous pathway for them. They each are taking 5 IB courses, which is an extremely rigorous IB load. So I'm going to talk first to Bianca. And they have very similar schedules, I will say, a few shifts in as I was looking at them. So Bianca's taking IB Lang and Lit, IB Math Analysis, IB Psychology, IB Business, and IB Sports Exercise and Health. And some of the things that her counselor described her as is not only just a mature, very responsible person, but her compassion and her hard work, that she always was motivated and always was optimistic, regardless of what was put in her pathway. So congratulations to you on this moment. You truly did earn it and took advantage of everything at Harrison High School and made that combination of both your academics and your athletics to make this happen for you. And then, of course, now Danielka, who, again, very similar. She took IB Lang and Lit, IB Spanish, IB Math Applications, IB Psychology, and IB Sports Exercise and Health. And both of them also took some of our Fast Forward courses through WCC as well. I think they both took a business class in that area as well. So they really did build up a really high academic profile and did very well academically in all of their classes. Danielka's school counselor, you don't get to see how they describe you in their letters. I get to see them. Described her, which really was touching, as somebody who had maturity and grace under pressure. And it was a beautiful way to say about the way she's such an empathic listener, and the fact that you want to pursue psychology, I believe, as a course of study, which really fits how she was described as a learner and a friend, and everything about her character. So I just want to say congratulations to both of you. You made this happen by everything that you did here. And I hope for any underclassmen that are here that it serves as an example. Both of them are also described as leaders in really making this pathway. That any of you can have these things happen for you when you really do push yourself. So congratulations. And I went Mr. Galano now.
Thank you. I don't think there's anything else to say, so we'll just end it there. Thank you, Ms. Bukema. Ladies, I know it's probably a little nerve-wracking with people here and the eyes on you, but I wanted to say thank you from the head of the athletic program for all you've done for us. One of the things that I got to see from these two young ladies, and Coach will speak about the accolades and all the success that the team had, But to me, from an athletic director's lens, a little bit higher up, every time I went into the small gym when they were practicing for nationals or whatever it may be, these two young ladies always had a smile on their face. And it could be Coach Preferi being Coach Preferi and getting on them. And these two young ladies were always the two that were helping the younger kids. And every single time, I can't, there were times right before nationals when the coaches were all over the place trying to get everything in line, and these two were the anchor. And to me, that means far more than any of the accolades, which we racked up a lot of them with you guys here. But as far as, looking forward and in life, what you guys brought to our cheer program transcends anything that, any accolade can describe. And it was a pleasure watching you guys grow, literally from unsure, younger to now sitting here going to college for cheer. Again, I know it doesn't look like it, but I wasn't a cheerleader and I didn't have a lot of experience with it. But I can tell you, you've had a profound impact on people, and that's what we want for our student athletes. I think one of our mini cheerleaders is here, Juliana Sirocco. But that was another part that I saw when you worked with the younger kids, the rec. You were a magnet to them. The kids looked up to you, they loved you. And that goes so far, right? That to me, the academics were through the roof, and you guys challenged yourself. That's awesome. Our accolades for athletics was awesome. But for me, what was most important was you guys became great people, and you had a lot of impact on the greater community. For me, that's the most important thing. So as you go on to the next chapter of your life, obviously never forget us. Once a Husky, always a Husky, right?
Yep.
But you have each other to support, but also you have another larger community impact at Hofstra. So we look forward to following you. Obviously, we have a connection, so we'll be hearing a lot about you. And then I'm going to turn it over to Coach to talk a little bit about your personal accolades. So without further ado, Julie Preferi.
Thank you. I don't know how to trump both those speeches, but honestly, we're just so proud of these girls. I think one word to describe both of them is perseverance. You have to remember, their freshman year was COVID. So cheer season looked very different then, and I think they were unsure of what would come for the next 3-4 years, and they superseded all expectations. They are our first team to win a section title, to win a national title, so their example should transcend to the rest of the girls and through the rec, as Mr. Galano mentioned. So we're so proud of them. Each one of them brought a unique sense of leadership and style and grit to the mat. We are truly going to miss them. There is no one to replace these girls. And as Mr. Galano said, they're close by. We have Christine on speed dial, so we will be keeping track of their progress throughout their college career. But overall, we're just so proud of how they represent Harrison and girls. Please don't make me cry. How they represent Harrison, how they represent the program, and how they represent themselves over at Hofstra. Thank you.
All right, we're getting through without tears, hopefully. So before we do any official signing, would you like to say a few words? I know. Usually you're doing a performance, not speaking, so.
All right, I just want to say thank you for everyone who came and helped put this together and help organize it. Also, thank you to our coaches. Even though there's two who aren't here, we're very appreciative for everything that they do. In the past 4 years has just been something that I always remember.
Want to piggyback off that?
I want to thank everyone that's here, and especially my team who has been there with me for for many hard things and have pushed me through. But I want to thank Angeline and Julia the most for everything, because you guys made me grow into a different type of person and showed me how to push through anything. So thank you.
Now it's time to make it official. Let's see here. This is yours. This is yours. So you're going to sign and date it with your makeup smeared all over it.
Yep.
Today's date is the 1st, I believe.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. 5. Wait.
Yeah, the 5th one.
I'm shaking.
Remember your names.
I got it.
Girl smash.
All right, round of applause for these two young ladies.